What is going on, guys? Play Rough Slurpuff here, doing another tutorial on how to use Charizard, this time in a playthrough. Now, these aren't competitive sets. These are Pokemon sets that are designed for you to use while playing through the game. If you're wondering why I would waste my time building these sets, go check out the Pokemon Master Challenge. It's in the link below. It's a playthrough that I created myself. It's fun, new, and exciting. Anyways, let's just go ahead and hop right into this. First thing I want to talk about is Charizard's weaknesses. It's 4 times weak to rock, meaning anytime you're going against a rock type Pokemon, you just need to get him out of there. If you let him go down and you get that +1 point, it's just going to hurt you in the Pokemon Master Challenge. Now, you also see you're weak to water and electricity, which are common types that you see while playing through the game. However, you do resist fire, fighting, and steel regularly, and then you 1/4 resist bug and grass, and then you're immune to ground, which has always blown my mind that you can be 4 times weak to rock, but then immune to ground. Just very funny to me. So this I feel is kind of 50-50, just because you have an immunity, 2 1/4 resistances, and then 1/2 3 resistances, and then just 2 weaknesses, but you do have a 4 times weakness. Just anytime you have a 4 times weakness means you're going to go down to a rock type move, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and talk about Charizard's abilities. We have Blaze, which means when you have 1/3 HP left, your fire type moves get a 50% increase in power. Then you have Solar Powered. When you set up the sunny weather, you lose 1/8 of your max HP, but your special attack gets a boost of 50%, which is just insane. It's kind of a bit of a drawback that you lose 1/8 of your HP, but pretty insane that you get a 50% increase on your special attack stat, which is already at a base 109. We see the base 100 speed, which is the fastest of all 3 Kanto starters. We have an 84 in attack, and then we have rather fickled defenses and HP, in my opinion. This is going to be a fast special attacking Pokemon, and depending on its move pool, we'll see what we can do with it. Alright, so the first moveset I have is a Charcoal set, which is going to boost the power of your fire type moves by 20%. The ability Blaze, which is its normal ability. Then we have Fire Punch, Thunder Punch, Sword Dance, and Flame Charge. We have an Adamant nature on this, so let me go ahead and explain. Adamant's going to boost the power of your physical attack stat, lowering your special attack stat, which we aren't even going to use your special attack stat in this set. Charcoal's going to boost the power of fire type moves, so we have Fire Punch, 75 base power, 100% accurate, and a 10% chance to burn. Also stab boosted, also it's going to be boosted by Charcoal, and if you have 1/3 HP left, it's also going to be boosted by Blaze. Then we have Thunder Punch for some move coverage. However, when Charmander evolves, you can teach it a physical flying type move if you want for stat boost, but for now we have Thunder Punch, which is a move tutor in Ultra Sun and Moon. It's 75 base power, 100% accurate, and a 10% chance to paralyze the Pokemon. Really cool. Sword Dance is what's going to make this Pokemon a real good physical attacker, because Sword Dance is going to allow you to double your physical attack stat by going +2, and then you could go +4, and then you could go +6 if you wanted. Flame Charge is also really cool, because this allows you to set up physically and speed wise, because Flame Charge is a 50 base fire type move that 100% of the time raises your speed stat by 1. So you could go in on like the Steel type Elite 4 member, go Flame Charge a couple times, Sword Dance, and now you have a super fast Charizard with like ×4 in its physical attack stat, and then just knock them all out with Fire and Thunder Punch or whatever you have on it at that point. So this next moveset that I have is really neat. You see the Charmander's holding an item called the Expert Belt. Anytime you have a super effective move, it's going to get a 20% increase in power. So Flamethrower would be super effective against a bug type or a steel type or a grass type. And when it shows that it's super effective, it's going to get a 20% increase in power on all moves. So we're running Flamethrower. It's 90 base power, 100% accurate, 10% chance to burn. Good amount of PP to get you through the game without having to run through the Pokemon Center. And since you can't use Ethers or Lepa Berries when you're using the Pokemon Master set of rules, that'll definitely help you out. Then we have Dragon Pulse, which is 85 base power, 100% accurate Dragon type move. No secondary effect. I kind of wanted Dragon Breath, but Dragon Breath I think you can only get from transfers from like from Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, I believe. That has a 30% chance to paralyze, which would have been cool, but Dragon Pulse works as well. Then we went Will-O-Wisp, which burns the target's Pokemon, having their physical attack stat and then lowering their HP 1/16 each turn. So if you have a bulky physical attacker, you can easily go Will-O-Wisp. I don't know why I can't say that. Will-O-Wisp on them, lowering that attack stat to half, and then just whittling them down slowly and slowly. Then the last move we have is Ancient Power, which is a rock type move move that is a special attack. It's 60 base power, 100% accurate, only 5 PP, but the cool thing about this move is the fact that you get a 10% chance to raise all of your stats. And the nature we are running on this one is timid, just because I was looking for a nature to fill in, and I have a modest set coming up that you'll see. So I felt like Charmander has great speed. Why not give it timid so it can outspeed a lot of Pokemon? This next set I created, I call the Overkill set because it's just incredibly... you'll just see. Look, we have the item Wise Glasses. I bet you guys never heard of this item ever. Wise Glasses increases the power of your special attacks by 10%. Then we have the hidden ability Solar Powered, which I explained earlier, drains your HP by 1/8 each turn, but increases your special attack stat by 50%. So add that with Wise Glasses, that's a 60% increase in power. Then we have Flamethrower, which is also going to get a stab boost, plus the Solar Powered and Wise Glasses, that's a 110 increase in power as well. And to have a Solar Powered active, you would have to have Sunny Day up, which is also going to increase your fire type moves by 50%. That's a 160% increase in power on your fire type moves, guys. That is just ridiculous. And you already have Flamethrower doing 90 base power, and then you have Dragon Pulse for some move coverage. It hits things mostly neutral, so that's something that you can just carry around on it. Sunny Day is obviously to increase the power of your fire type moves and also activate that solar powered ability. And then you have Overheat, which is 130 base power, 90% accurate, but it lowers your special attack by 2, which isn't a big deal because you're not going to be using Overheat all the time. Overheat's just that move that you bring out when you're going against a Pokemon that's really tough. Let's say you're in the Lurantis trial and it sets up the sunny weather for you. Well, then you just go Overheat, and I guarantee you that Lurantis isn't going to survive it, guys. This is also a modest nature to maximize your special attack stat and lower that physical attack stat that we aren't using. Alright guys, so this last set that I made has to be my favorite. Growing up as a kid, I thought Charmander evolved into a dragon. It wasn't until Gen 6 that I actually figured out it evolved into a fire flying type, which really confused me for a while. I tried to come up with as much sets as I could with Charmander. I came up with like 8 of them, and I got rid of 4 of them because they didn't really make a lot of sense and they weren't as useful. I only like to keep sets that actually work usefully in the game, and some things work competitively and some things work in the game differently, so some of the sets that I came up with, they just wouldn't work through the game very well. So this last set I came up with is a Dragon Fang Jolly set, giving it the nature Jolly, the item Dragon Fang to boost the power of dragon type moves. We have Dragon Claw, 85 base power, 100% accurate, good amount of PP. Then we have Fire Punch, 75 base power, 100% accurate, 10% chance to burn, fire type move, stat boosted. Then we have Dragon Dance, one of my favorite setup moves. It's going to go +1 in your physical attack stat and then +1 in your speed. So if you go a couple Dragon Dances, go Dragon Dance twice, you're going to double your attack stat and you're going to double your speed. And then I went Outrage, which is a dragon type move that's base 120 power, 100% accurate, and it has 10 PP, which shocks me. However, it only lasts 2 to 3 turns and then you confuse yourself. But I figured Outrage is so strong, and with that Dragon Fang boost, that when you're facing a Pokemon trainer that has like 2 or 3 Pokemon and you use Outrage, you're probably going to knock them out because there's not a lot of Pokemon that resist Dragon the type, and then Fairy's the only Pokemon that is actually immune to it. So like I said, this is one of my favorite sets. I ran Jolly on it, and like I said, I tried to come up with as many sets as I could for Charmander. I came up with 8 of normally, but I got rid of 4 because they just didn't make sense. So I hope you guys enjoyed these sets. If you have any better in mind, make sure to leave them in the comments below. You can mix these sets up by using different items on them and different move sets and just combining these move sets. If you want to tweet me some of your ideas, my Twitter link is in the description below. Again, the Pokemon Master Challenge is also in that description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.